Alrighty, let's do it. G'day guys, welcome once again to the Tripod, where we break down every NRL game every week from a betting perspective. This week we will be doing State of Origin 3 preview. Got a few best bets on that one to give out tonight, and because I didn't do a recap pod yesterday, I thought I'd just roll it all into one. So I'll do a brief recap of round 16 NRL as well. Obviously only the 4 games, so not going to take too long. Not a terrible week by any stretch, but not a great week either, and a week that I really think could have been way better. 9-8 on best bets, 9 wins, 8 losses, but I really think we got a little bit unlucky in a few of those games, and I will run through them. First things first, make sure you're in our group, Tripod Punters Tips Forum. There should be a link in the description to this video. And likewise, make sure you're in the Tripod app. That's where all our tips are released. That's where you can find pretty much all of our tips and a bunch of other tips from guys that are doing a cracking good job in there. There are experts on all sorts of sports in the Tripod app, that's for sure. Let's start things off. So on Thursday night, we had the Storm beating the Dragons 16-14. It was a game where I really liked the Dragons. I did cop some shit for it, but we did sweep the game 6-0 on our best bets. The Dragons, they really had a chance to win that one, I think. Obviously tied 14-all late in the game, and the Storm get another penalty to get them out of trouble there, which seems to just always happen to the Storm this year. I think they're, 3 games clear at the top of the table now. So the Storm keep rolling, but it was just one of those games where I thought both sides pretty decimated. Wet weather, which didn't really come into effect until kind of later in the game, but a low-scoring one, and the Dragons did keep it close. So we had a good start to the round on Thursday, and then it all went fucking pear-shaped on Friday. Every single bet. I said in the preview pod, I liked the Roosters here. I said if I could get -3.5, I'd take it. Unfortunately, it was my birthday on Friday, so I missed, seeing that -3.5 on the Roosters did pop up, pretty much an hour before kickoff, which I would have probably grabbed if I wasn't intoxicated. But of course, you take 5 bets, all bets that I thought were pretty good. It was meant to rain, meant to be pretty low scoring. But we take under 6.5 tries, and then you get some games like this where it's just fucking unlucky, You take under 6.5 tries, there's 7 tries. You take under 18.5 first half, there's 20 points in the first half. Tigers under 14.5, they score 16. So all of them are just losing. Tigers under 6.5 first half, they score 8. And then obviously the last one under 36.5, and they score 40. But very, very close to pretty much sweeping that game. But unfortunately, we do the reverse sweep, which is pretty unlucky, but sometimes that happens with punting. And then, lucky I have recovered from this Warriors Knights game, because I'll tell you what, if I maybe did the pod on Saturday night after that Warriors game, I would have maybe fucking lost my mind and got kicked off Facebook. What an absolute debacle. So we have 6 best bets on the Warriors. We get fantastic lines. We got the Warriors plus 1.5 points. They closed huge favourites. They closed at $1.65 just to win that game. And we fucking go 3-3 on best bets. And it's a fucking debacle right from the beginning. All right, I'm just going to go through. Obviously, most of you guys watched the game, but if you didn't, the Warriors score on the right corner. That's the first try they go in for. Nope, they go and look at it. It's called a try. They go and look at it. No, Nikorima fucking just barely knocks the ball on as he's catching it, and then they spread it 5 more passes and score in the corner. No try for the Warriors. The Knights' first try is a clear fucking knock on. The Knights get a 6 again set where it should have been a knock on. They get 6 again, and they score on the very next play. You look at that one on replay, and it's a clear knock on by the Knights, so that shouldn't have been a try. Second Knights try, they fucking go 90 meters with 30 seconds left in the half. That obviously kills our, Warriors to win the first half bet. Kills our, Knights under 8.5 points bet. Fucking go 90 meters in 30 seconds when any other team is just happy to get to the break as an underdog and just take that one. But you've got, Sean Kenny-Dow throwing fucking passes, ridiculous shit, 20 meters out from his own line with 30 seconds left. But, of course, they make a break, score in the corner. Then the second half starts. Knights give away a penalty. 3 penalties in about 3 minutes. Sin bin? Nope. Warning? Nope. Never mind. Just keep going. No worries, guys. No need for consistency here in the NRL. It's only the NRL. It's only the best fucking sport in the world that the refs are throwing down the fucking toilet. But no warning for the Knights for 3 fucking pens in a row. Then you get 18-14 Mamala scores a try in the corner. It's given a try, sent upstairs as a try. They look at it and they somehow, I don't know, this has happened multiple weeks in a row now in Warriors games, but they somehow decided that he's lost the ball. When you look at it from another angle and it is a clear try, the ball never left his fingertips. That should have been given a try. It went upstairs as a try. I don't understand how you can clearly say that was not a try and overturn that one. That just boggles my fucking mind. And then the Knights' next try, Peter Hiku basically fucking dies getting tackled or making a tackle. He's down on the floor. The ref looks him right in the fucking face. Says, nah, you're sweet, man. The guy is fucking concussed. He's clearly concussed. And they let them play on. And, it's 13 versus 12 and the Knights score in the corner. Fucking ridiculous. And then to top it all off, we were sweating, obviously. But now at this point, the Warriors are up 24-20. I can't remember who it was taking the tackle. The Knights had the ball. Someone took a tackle with about 2 seconds left in the game. The clock hit zero. Oh, it hit zero, hit zero, hit zero, clock zero. Probably 5-6 seconds after the clock hit zero, and they do not blow full time. They let the Knights have one extra play. It was just the most fucking ridiculous debacle of a game reffing that I've ever seen. And anyone that says otherwise is crazy. And to be honest, I know that we went 3-3 on the game and we still won with the Warriors. We were on the Warriors and they won. But dead set, it is destroying the game and it is so frustrating to watch. Not only as a bettor, but even if you don't even punt and you're just watching that as an NRL fan, that is a fucking debacle. And then the last game was the Broncos beating the Sharkies. Sharky Burgers once again being multi-killers. We had them in a couple of our multis, but most of them weren't live at that point. But Sharks cost us a bunch of multis last week. And then, of course, they cost a bunch of people some multis this week. Very, very strange game. Seemed like the Sharks were in control once they got up 22-12 or whatever it was. And then, just let it slip. Very, very strange. I don't know what's going on there in Cronulla. That's two really bad losses as double-digit favourites 2 weeks in a row. Subbing fucking Sean Johnson off with 10 minutes to go. It's all very, very strange. Just as I was kind of thinking that, the Sharks were getting healthier, getting their team together, and they were going to make a run towards the finals. They have two of the most shocking and surprising losses that I've seen in a long, long time. So, good on the Broncos. I mean, they're still fucked for the season, honestly. But good win by them, and the young guys played great. So maybe that's, a little boost and they can start building for the future because, they're not going to make any noise this season. All right, let's get to Origin. Very, very excited for this one, actually. Should be an interesting one. We have New South Wales laying 6.5 points, obviously hosting Queensland, this game down in Sydney. 34.5 points is the total. I am a very, very proud Queensland supporter. As you can tell, I'm wearing the jersey. We were on Queensland game one. We won with that one. But I don't let the fact that I support Queensland sort of try and influence my betting decisions. I try and stay as impartial as I can. Obviously, we were on New South Wales in game 2, and they flogged them. And I am going to be on New South Wales again in game 3. I know it sounds weird. You want to take a dog in, especially of this amount of points in Origin games. But I really do think that this line is forcing my hand and making me take New South Wales. As strange as that seems, taking a 6.5 point dog in a State of Origin game with a low total, I really do think that New South Wales is the right side here. All right, so I guess a couple of changes there. So obviously Cleary's out for New South Wales, which I would say is a big out, but you just bring Mitchell Pearce straight in there. Tarek Sims is out, but Clemmer's back healthy again. So I actually think from those two changes, I know that people say, Pearce, he's so shit, can't play in Origin. He was playing in one of the worst generations ever, where he was playing against absolute guru Queensland teams over and over again. That dynasty was just unbeatable. But if you ask me who's been playing better this year, Pearce or Cleary, I would say Mitchell Pearce has been playing better. So I actually think that getting Clemmer back into the team and replacing Cleary with Pearce is actually an upgrade for this New South Wales side. I know that people can say, Pearce can't play Origin, all that kind of shit. But the way he's been playing this year, if he can just play 80% of that, I think he's going to have played better than Cleary has in the first couple of games, that's for sure. Cleary's just been a passenger, really. Maloney won them game 2. Cleary did fuck all. Now for Queensland, obviously the big out is Kalen Ponga. You also miss Dylan Napa, but I don't think that's a huge out. He hasn't been playing that great this year anyway. And Jared Wallace out as well. And then this has forced them to kind of make a shuffle there. Obviously, Munster goes to fullback and you have to bring in Corey Norman, which I don't love at all. I haven't been shy in saying that I don't think Corey Norman is that great. And now you're going to thrust him into an Origin decider. I really worry about that reshuffle, and I really worry that Corey Norman's going to be able to do the job there. I would much have preferred, Munster stay in the halves. I understand that he's going to be kind of floating there and hopefully get his hands on the ball a bit. But I just really don't know how this Cherry Evans, Norman halves combo is going to go. I think you've got a much better, and much more stable, solid, Origin-ready halves combo on the New South Wales side, that's for sure. Like I said in Game 2 as well, I really like the fact that New South Wales has 4 forwards on the bench. You can have Wade Graham in there kind of as your utility if something goes wrong. And in these Origin games, I'm telling you, it's fucking tough, and it just helps so much, I think, to have one extra forward on the bench, where else Queensland has to have Mbai in there as the utility. And you just look at Game 2, right? So I took New South Wales in Game 2. I think we got them at $1.90. We basically got them at Pick'em. Had a bunch of bets on them, and they closed at about $1.70. I think they closed 2.5, 3.5 point favourites by the time kickoff was coming in. And as we know as bettors, the late money is the smart money. The late move is the correct move. So smart people like New South Wales in that one. And they pushed the line to 2.5, 3.5 points. That tells me, obviously, that people think on a neutral venue that New South Wales is, 2.5 points better than Queensland. And that's what they're telling us with this line as well. We say for State of Origin games, usually home field is worth about 4 points. And then you tack on 2.5 for New South Wales being 2.5 points better. And you do get yourself to a line of 6.5. However, I think that New South Wales has gotten better with the addition of Clemmer and Pearce there in the halves. And I do think that Queensland's quite obviously gotten worse from losing Ponga. So I can't justify this. I think that this line should be closer to 8 if I'm being completely honest. And as you can see there on the screen, I've given out four bets so far, and I will go through them right now for you. So first up, I wanted to take New South Wales minus 5.5. I will put my hand up here and say I'm probably guilty of being a little bit greedy here, because there was a New South Wales. People alerted me to a New South Wales minus 5.5 on Sportsbet in the other markets at $1.90, and that's what I had as the bet written up. And then I thought to myself, fuck, it's 4 hours out from the pod. That line's not going to be there come pod time. So I got a mate to bet it for me, and they changed the line. So sorry, boys. You can't get that 5.5 anymore. Hopefully you did get on that one. But I've been a bit greedy there and taken it myself, and it's no longer there. But I have still made a mechanical New South Wales minus 6 points flat at $1.86. I think that's still pretty good, and I don't think that'll be there come game time. So the way we're going to do it is 56% of our stake on New South Wales minus 5.5. You'll find that in the Sportsbet pick your own line section at $1.76. And the rest and the remaining 44% on New South Wales minus 6.5 at $1.95. That's also in the Sportsbet pick your own line section. I'm going to take the New South Wales team total over 19.5 points. That one's $1.80 on Sportsbet. I'm going to take New South Wales to score over 8.5 points in the first half. That is $1.85 on Bet365. And I'm going to take over 33.5 total points. That is $1.85. You'll find that on Ladbrokes and on Neds. I just think that, for game 2, I know we were all over the unders and it didn't cash in for us, but that was inclement weather, random ground, neutral venue with bad weather. And that total closed like 33.5 points. So for this one, it's looking like it's going to be absolutely fine. Not even cloudy. Perfect weather for playing footy. And we've got a total of 33.5 points. I think that's a little bit too low. So I think there will be some points in this one. And that's it. Unfortunately, I'm going to be barracking for New South Wales on Wednesday night, as shit as that's going to be. But, we were barracking for them in game 2. and that worked out all right. So I like to think it's like a win-win situation, I guess. Queensland wins, you're kind of happy. New South Wales wins, you win some money. So that's not too bad. But that's going to do it, guys, for this week. So I'm not going to post. I'll post these up in the app tomorrow morning. I'm going to have another sift through, see if any more markets come up tomorrow morning. If they do, and I decide to put any more bets on, obviously I will be posting them straight into the Tripod app, along with all of our value plays. We did quite well on the value plays actually for game 2. Cashed a couple, over $3 bets as value. So yeah, I'll be doing that, sifting through, finding any value plays. Obviously, any promos that there are, like first try scorer, man of the match, that kind of stuff. I'll be giving out my picks for that as well. And then I'll probably I'll decide what I'm going to do next round's preview for the NRL, but I'll let you guys know in the group and in the app. And yeah, that'll do it for now. Go New South Wales, I guess. Money is big. Money's more important than loyalty here. But let's hopefully have another winning week on Origin, make it 3 in a row, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good weekend.